Story title: Revving the Engines of Legacy, the success story of Top Gear with Clarkson, Hammond, and May. Chapter 1: A New Beginning. In the early 2000s, as the world ushered in a new millennium, the halls of the BBC buzzed with anticipation and uncertainty. An executive meeting took place to discuss the future of Top Gear, a show that once held the prestige of the motoring world, but had now begun to lose its spark. The meeting room, filled with the low hum of polite chatter and the occasional rustle of paper, bore witness to the ambitions of a team ready to revolutionize the automobile entertainment landscape. "The old format," declared one executive, tapping a finger rhythmically against the polished table, "simply won't do any longer. We need something bold, something daring." As ideas flitted around the room like errant sparrows, the image of a very particular potential host loomed large in everyone's mind. Jeremy Clarkson. Known in journalistic circles for his formidable presence and unapologetic style, Clarkson was considered a maverick, an unknown quantity who could either elevate the program to unprecedented heights or steer it into uncharted waters of controversy. Clarkson paced his established living room, the soft thud of his sock-clad feet muted against the plush carpet. He was deep in thought, deliberating over the pitch he had been preparing. A reinvention of Top Gear as not just a factual showcase of cars, but a narrative-driven exploration of the automotive world. His vision combined exhilarating action, entertainment, and genuine information, a concept that blended seamlessly with his unabashed love for cars and unfiltered commentary on everything else. "I need partners," Clarkson mused aloud, running his fingers through his hair, a troubled expression crossing his face as he considered how best to balance his provocative edge with complementary personalities. A call to Richard Hammond soon followed, and thereafter James May, two names he knew would bring the necessary vitality and balance to his vision. In a bustling corner of Birmingham, Richard Hammond was amidst a different scene altogether. The hamster, as his friends and colleagues fondly called him due to his diminutive stature and boundless energy, was tinkering with a classic Triumph motorcycle in his meticulously cluttered garage. Grease smudged across his brow, he picked up his buzzing phone, smiling as he recognized Clarkson's name flashing on the screen. "Jeremy, or should I say, soon-to-be auto-revolutionist?" he answered with a cheeky grin, not yet aware of how profoundly this call would change his career trajectory. On the other side of town, James May sat ensconced in a corner of his local pub, pint in hand, lost in a heated discussion about the complexities of double-clutching with another patron who seemed only half as interested. May, known among his peers as Captain Slow, due to his methodical approach to both conversation and driving, rarely let things distract him from the finer points of engineering. Yet, it was during such intricate debates that the call came in, disrupting, but ultimately reshaping, his future. "Story, you want me to keep Clarkson and Hammond in line while talking about gear ratios?" May asked Jeremy over the phone, a smile playing at his lips as he considered the ludicrous but enticing proposal. Thus began Top Gear's new chapter, one that promised thrills, laughter, and meticulous exploration of the automotive realm, a promise yet to be fulfilled, but already driving excitement among its newly formed team of audacious hosts. Chapter 2: A Chemistry Forged in Tarmac. As production for the revamped Top Gear began, the team congregated for an inaugural meeting at an airfield set to become their test ground. The open space, with endless stretches of asphalt, overlooked by the watchful sky above, created a larger-than-life backdrop apt for what was soon to unfold. Jeremy, Richard, and James stood in a triangle, discussing the plan for the first episode. The wind carried the scent of petrol, mingled with the sound of distant engines roaring, a tantalizing symphony for the three motoring enthusiasts. "We need an audacious opener, something unforgettable to get people talking," Clarkson asserted, his voice carrying the weight of his unyielding convictions. "I could jump a car, maybe over something like a river or another car," mused Hammond, eyes sparkling with mischief, as though the very idea fueled an adventurous fire within him. "Perhaps we shouldn't focus solely on the spectacle," interjected James, his tone deliberate as he pondered the possibilities. "We have to remember the cars, the engineering, the design. It's about what makes them tick." The others paused, absorbing the wisdom hidden within Captain Slow's perspective, realizing that the perfect show would indeed celebrate automobiles for their myriad of glorious intricacies. Their dynamic proved quintessential to the show's success. Each host offered something different, yet crucial to the program. Clarkson's outspoken nature, paired with his knack for grandiosity, pushed the envelope, leaving the audience eager for more audacious stunts and provocative commentary. Hammond's zest for risk provided the show's heartbeat, delivering breathless tension and unyielding courage that inspired a sense of participation in thrilling escapades. Meanwhile, May's patient explanations and detailed analyses added educational depth, allowing viewers to appreciate the true essence of vehicular artistry. The trio embarked on their first major film, an epic journey from London to Monaco, each with a different vehicle representing their personalities. Clarkson's choice, a roaring Aston Martin, mirrored his penchant for power and elegance. Hammond opted for a Porsche 911, a symbol of compact and nimble audacity. May settled on a Bentley Continental, valuing a smooth ride synonymous with his meticulous nature. The cameras rolled as the three hosts, each daring and determined, embarked on their race across the European countryside. Through picturesque villages, sprawling vineyards, and twisting mountain roads, they traded jibes, debated performance specs, shared worries about fuel consumption, and regaled in the simple thrill of the open road. Story. The picturesque backdrop amplifying their on-screen chemistry proved a delightful success. May's insistence on stopping to appreciate each town's architectural significance, Hammond's relentless need to challenge speed limits, and Clarkson's provocative comparisons captivated audiences. This journey embodied the unique balance they brought to Top Gear. As they crossed the finish line in Monaco, enthusiasm surged from both the viewers and the creative team. Laughter and excitement colored their conversations at the wrap party, fueled by the triumph of crafting something not just entertaining, but deeply memorable. It was this chemistry, this dynamic blend of personalities, that invigorated the new Top Gear. Chapter 3. Challenges and Controversies. With success came scrutiny. As Top Gear soared in popularity, the magnitude of their stunts and banter began to attract global attention, sometimes not of the favorable kind. "You can't be everyone's cup of tea," Clarkson would often remind his cohorts, shrugging off criticism with the irreverence that had become his trademark. The controversies were as much a part of the show's appeal as the cars. An episode in which Clarkson, wearing Union Jack attire, laid dramatic criticism on a particular South American car raised eyebrows. His commentary, while often humorous and intended for entertainment, sometimes treaded the fine line between bold and brash. Hammond's near-death experience during a jet car accident in 2006 added tension to their off-the-cuff personas. The accident painted a striking reality over the adrenaline-pumped dares. In the hushed hallways of the hospital where Hammond lay recovering, Jeremy and James felt the weight of their choices, grappling with the new realization of risk and responsibility. Yet, it also cemented their bond. Loyalty and friendship burgeoned stronger as they supported Hammond back to health, a testament to the affection beneath the bravado. Despite moments of tension, the controversies and challenges only deepened their camaraderie. Each mishap provided an opportunity to refine their message and their narrative. May's precision and drive for authenticity balanced Clarkson's impulsive intrigue and Hammond's tenacity. They learned to meld Clarkson's sharp wit, Hammond's fearlessness, and May's wisdom into an unparalleled experience of infotainment. Chapter 4. High-octane adventures. Emboldened by their successful formula, the team pursued grander adventures that transcended traditional car shows. Their exploits took them across continents in a series of challenges that would become legendary in the annals of television history. Russian winters tested their resolve as they raced across the ice, feeling each slip, each correction of the wheel in their bones. Camels plodded alongside cars across the Moroccan desert, dust clouds swirling into the frame, providing juxtaposition between age-old journeys and modern engineering. From navigating the treacherous Bolivian death road to transforming local thrifters into ingenious contraptions for a hill racing challenge in England, the show offered more than just cars. It delivered a tapestry of stories about humans, places, and innovation. Story. Each challenge became a rite of passage, a test of their mettle, and emphasized the seamless chemistry they had honed. Viewers found themselves both rooted to their sofas and thrust into the passenger seat, vicariously experiencing the thrill of these far-flung escapades. The trio's irrepressible energy, even as cultural plumes were stirred, resulted in an unprecedented global community bound by mutual fascination for both the outrageous antics and the time-honored machinery. Chapter 5: The Legacy. By the late 2000s, Top Gear was an unstoppable juggernaut. This flourishing success, however, invited reflection on their fundamental dynamics. As digital transformations reshaped the media world, the team embraced technologies that extended their reach beyond the conventional TV audience. Online communities flourished, social media buzzed with every new episode, and fans eagerly awaited the team's next move, collectively reinforcing Top Gear as more than just a television program. It had become a cultural phenomenon. Yet, aware as they were of the show's vast impact, the trio also understood the impermanence of their positions. The winds of change were inevitable. They pondered their future atop a picturesque hillside, having just wrapped an episode in the Scottish Highlands. The jagged peaks stood guard against a swirling backdrop of clouds, a stark metaphor for the challenges and triumphs they'd shared. "I think we've changed the way people see cars," Hammond mused, leaning on the bonnet of a weathered Land Rover as he took in the view. "We've shown them it's about more than getting from point A to point B. It's about the journey." Clarkson chuckled, lighting a cigarette with his characteristic nonchalance, "and about making a spectacle of yourself along the way. But yes, we've certainly left our mark." May sat beside them, polishing his reading glasses thoughtfully. Every engine rev, every joke, those mean something different to everyone. That's why it worked. It wasn't just us or the cars, but the way they made people feel. As twilight deepened, their quiet contemplation was only momentarily interrupted by a fluster of birds taking flight, painting an ephemeral silhouette against the alpenglow. The triumph of Top Gear wasn't destined to last forever. In 2015, following a series of well-publicized altercations and controversies, the decision was made for Clarkson, Hammond, and May to depart from the show. Fans worldwide expressed their support and dismay, acknowledging that an era had ended. Chapter 6: Taking Another Lap. Though the hosts left Top Gear, they hadn't driven the last miles of their careers together. Determined not to let their journey stall, they embarked on the creation of a new show, the Grand Tour. With Amazon as their new roadmap, they continued to captivate audiences with more adventures from around the world. Story. Their shared experiences and established camaraderie endured, reaching new highs while maintaining the spirit of what had captivated fans for over a decade. The freedom allowed by this new format enabled them to explore grandiose, global settings, crafting vivid escapades that resonated with their faithful, ever-growing audience. This new endeavor not only highlighted their resilience and passion for the craft, but also demonstrated the indelible connection the trio shared with the motoring community and with each other. They had transformed a motoring program into an epic narrative of exploration, friendship, and shared passion for automobiles. Epilogue: The Road Ahead. Top Gear with Clarkson, Hammond, and May is more than a tale of cars and driving. It is about the synergy of three distinct personalities, forming something greater and more impactful than any could have achieved alone. Their legacy is marked not only by the episodes broadcast to millions, but by the personal stories of viewers inspired to embrace the joys of the open road. The show remains a testament to the power of chemistry, creativity, and unabashed enthusiasm. Jeremy Clarkson, Richard Hammond, and James May, three motoring enthusiasts who turned the spark of an idea into a cultural landmark, continuously inspire not only how we look at cars, but how we perceive our adventures behind the wheel and the path of friendship. As long as tires spin, engines roar, and roads stretch into the horizon, the legacy of Top Gear with Clarkson, Hammond, and May will endure, inviting the world to buckle up for a ride like no other, leaving its imprint on the hearts of fans for generations. And so the story of Top Gear continues, much akin to the roads they've traveled, serpentine, thrilling, and ever inviting for those daring enough to take the wheel and experience the world anew.